my family are immigrants from Russia. We're Russian Mongolians. And my family kind of assimilated only up to a certain level. Like, for example, all of us...
In New Jersey, you mean?
In New Jersey. Suburban New Jersey.
Right.
So, like, my family in suburban New Jersey, like, we built Buddhist temples because there were none, so we built them ourselves, you know.
Wait, Russian Mongolians are Buddhists?
Yes.
Or just... Yeah?
So
okay.
my people were called Kalmyks, Kalmyk, and we are a Russian state under the, like, current...
Right, federation.
We have, like, our own, we're under the Russian Federation. We're a semi-autonomous state. We have our own prime minister.
You're like Kazakhstan.
So, yeah. And so we have our own prime minister. We have our own language. We're also, our Kalmykia, the Republic of Kalmykia, is Buddhist.
Wow, learning so much.
Yeah,
5 minutes in.
My family's
dude, that's crazy. So you guys
history is nuts.
This sounds nuts, but like you went to New Jersey and you built your own Buddhist temples?
Yeah, my family, well, not me, but like my grandparents and the generation before them. So we left Russia during World War II.
Okay. Because
we were basically anti-communist.
Okay.
And so during that time, Stalin was kind of getting real aggressive about deporting and killing us. So we're like, cool, bye.
Good times.
So then I have an entire generation of my family that basically all grew up all over Eastern Europe. Like my grandmother was born in Yugoslavia. My grandfather was born in Serbia.
You look much more Mongolian than you do Russian.
Well, that's because so Kalmyks never intermingled.
Right.
We just kind of stayed within our own group.
Yeah.
So like generations and generations and generations in, we still just look Mongolian.
Right.
Like even the ones that get half-bloods still kind of are very Asiatic in feature.
So I've heard it's a strong, dominant gene.
I mean, it could definitely be that.
Right. Because so my family's from Henan, which is bordering, I think, on Inner Mongolia. Mm-hmm. And I've been told, at least from like my grandfather, that on my dad's side, we're also Mongolian descendants. Probably a different type of Mongols than you are, right?
Well, there's so many different kinds.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Kangas did his thing, man, right?
I mean, if you look at it, it's just like all those different tribes, everyone's got a different kind of genealogy. For sure. But it's all base Mongol gene.
Yeah, I think at this point, I'm definitely at least like 4th or 5th generation in Chinese, right? Mm-hmm. So like when I'm talking and we come from Mongolia, I meant like, long time ago.
You're talking like generations.
Yeah,
I'm talking like... Still
last week, yeah.
But yeah, still me.
Yeah, because like I don't fit in, like I don't look that Han. Like I go to the average Shanghainese person. Like the average Shanghainese person looks like Han as fuck, right? Like I do not look like that. I've always been much more hairy, and my eyes are similar to your eyes as well. And like I think our genes, from what I've been told, are actually very, very dominant.
I mean, I would believe that. I only like my generation tends to be the first mixed generation. Like my father's generation is all still mostly pure Kalmyk. And so my generation is starting to get a little bit more diluted. Right. Not in a bad way. Right. I don't mean that in a bad way. It sounds like I said it in a bad way. I didn't mean it in a bad way.
It's a natural thing.
Yeah, so I have some cousins that actually do look like white people, and then I have some cousins that just straight look like they stepped out of a history book. Oh. And it's just really
that's so crazy.
Interesting.
Dude, that's crazy. So you're like a big extended family?
Oh, yeah. Very, very big extended family. Yeah. And then you take into account like the sort of still tribal ties. Right. And then that goes even further beyond there. And so it gets really complicated. Yeah. And like the history of like the different tribes of Kalmyks is kind of like the older generation's problem, and all the younger ones are like, oh, we're all just the same people. Can we stop like fighting about like someone stole someone's sheep like 250 years ago? Like that's not relevant in 2020.
Sheeps were very valuable back then.